Most habits that actually change your life don't look impressive. No one claps for them, no one notices, and there's no Instagram post about it. But 6 months later, your life looks completely different. This video isn't about waking up at 5 a.m., grinding even harder, or changing your entire personality. It's about quiet habits. The ones that run in the background and silently change the person you are. These are the 12 habits that don't scream productivity, but silently transform your life for the best. If you want your year to actually be different, you have to start with this video. The first habit is deciding your defaults. Most people think they're lacking discipline, but what they actually lack is decision structure. They wake up every day and force themselves to decide on the same things. Should I train today? Should I work on this? Should I scroll or start? Those constant micro decisions drain energy so fast. So instead of relying on motivation or discipline, I default to an automatic yes or no. My default yes is training, creating, studying, anything that pushes me forward. My default no's are late hangouts, any mindless scrolling, or things that just take me backwards. This removes friction before the day even starts. You stop negotiating with yourself and start getting things done. But that isn't enough. Habit 2 is closing loops at the end of every day. Burnout isn't caused by doing too much. It's caused by carrying too many unfinished thoughts at the end of your days. So every night I do a 5-minute reset. What did I finish? What didn't get done? And what's the first thing I'll do tomorrow? That's it. This clears any mental clutter you may have been hanging on to, and it also prevents yesterday's stress from leaking into the following day. It's one of the simplest, easiest habits to implement, but it's one of the most powerful. Habit 3 is changing what you're consuming. Only allowing yourself one long-form input per day. Not scrolling, not a bunch of short clips, but one long, focused piece of content. This could be a book chapter, a lecture, a podcast. If you're looking for purely entertainment, it could be a movie. Long-form content changes how your mind is processing things without you even realizing. It forces you to slow down and deepen your understanding of what you're watching. This can change your entire perspective. So rather than quick hits of dopamine, which is your brain's happy chemical, you're taking longer times to actually forge stronger brain connections. Most people feel super scattered because they're feeding their brain fragments all day long. This habit quietly fixes that. Habit 4 is keeping one habit embarrassingly easy. Because once you fail and you fall to level 0, restarting feels impossibly hard. But if you keep one easy habit always alive, you're never truly at the bottom. The habit doesn't need to be optimized. It just needs to be something that protects the identity you're working hard to build. 10 push-ups, 1 sentence, just 5 minutes of effort. Anything that propels you towards the person you want to become. This habit isn't about progress, it's about continuity. Making sure you're always slowly progressing. Now, habit 5 is going to change the way you track and process outcomes. You're going to focus on streaks, not metrics. Outcomes are always going to fluctuate. It depends on so many external factors, whether you hit 1 million views or you bench 225 pounds. But streaks, on the other hand, are efforts that always compound. If you show up to the gym every day, or however many days out of the week you want to go, that effort is going to be more beneficial than if you were lacking off on days. Showing up consistently is the expedited way to build trust within yourself. When you track streaks, missing perfect days doesn't break you. It purely becomes part of the progress. This removes that emotional volatility and keeps your emotions steady. Now, habit 6 is speaking your goals out loud, but only to yourself. This isn't manifestation, it's reinforcement. Saying I train 4 days a week or I post videos once a week out loud actually helps you realize what type of goal you want to achieve, and maybe you could start thinking about how you're going to get there. Your brain is also going to treat spoken words differently than internal thoughts. The habit starts to quietly align itself with your own self-image. Now, this next habit is how you can actually build out your morning to be more efficient so you can achieve the goal you just spoke out loud. But before I get into habit number 7, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I post 1 video a week talking about AI, systems, or overall productivity so you can know how top performers stay ahead. Now, habit 7 is designing a frictionless win every single morning. Not a full routine, not a checklist, but one guaranteed win you can complete. Something as simple as making the bed, opening your laptop, putting on your shoes. Something you could do no matter how rough the morning is. Momentum always starts physically, not mentally. So once you get moving, your brain is going to follow. It has to. The habit turns starting into a non-event, something you don't even have to think about because it's already happening. Now, habit 8 is reducing inputs before increasing outputs. Most people try to do more while consuming more. That's like trying to bake more cookies while you're still working on the dough. So I like to take away the noise. I like to subtract things from my life. Fewer notifications, cleaner inputs, a cleaner phone home screen. Anything that takes away from my attention on what I'm trying to achieve, I subtly reduce. When your environment starts to quiet down, your thinking becomes sharper. Then your brain turns up a level without you even realizing it. Now, speaking of phone, habit 9 is something a lot of people struggle with. Keeping your phone out of reach when you're working. Not locked away, not deleted, just over an arm's reach away. I know it's hard because so much of our life is connected to the digital world, but prioritizing something just as simple as keeping your phone away from you is going to allow you to stay focused on the task at hand. It dramatically increases focus because your brain stops expecting an interruption and starts just staying focused. Habit 10 is building one public proof of work. Not to grow, not to go viral, but to anchor your identity online. A YouTube video, a written breakdown, a public project, just something you put out to the world and you could say proudly, this is who I am, this is what I'm interested in, or this is what I believe. When your work exists outside of your head, confidence starts to replace doubt. You stop wondering if you're capable of doing what you say, and you start pointing towards the evidence that you've already done it. Habit 11 is reviewing your week like a system, not a person. Instead of asking, why did I fail? Ask what failed in the system. Did the plan demand too much energy? Was it too optimistic, or was there too much friction? This removes guilt and allows you to take those failures and turn them into improvements for your overall system. It's one of the easiest but biggest mindset shifts that you can make instantly. Habit 12 is treating consistency like maintenance, not ambition. You don't rise to the top every single day. You maintain a baseline that you can consistently keep possible. Consistency doesn't look heroic. It's boring, it's stable, and it's predictable. And that's exactly why it works. None of these habits I share with you are impressive. They're honestly boring. But that's the entire point. If you want next year to look completely different, you have to rewrite the basic laws and identity about who you are through these 12 simple habits. They don't require motivation. They don't demand confidence. All they do is expect consistency, and that consistency will compound into something greater. Most people focus on transforming January, but those who transform their systems are the ones who actually win. If you build these habits into your life today, you will not feel different tomorrow, I promise you. But in 6 months' time, you'll be completely unrecognizable. And that's how real change actually happens. Thanks for watching this video. Again, I'm Evan Berger. I make videos about AI, systems, and general productivity. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment on which habit you found the most useful, and I'll see you in the next one.